Good evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, the Tullahoma Parks and Recreation Department has a busy month planned as the Christmas season gets underway. We'll take you to 2 holiday concerts which occurred over the last few days. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this 2018 New Edge starting as low as $25,500. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Welcome back. Lyle Russell from the Tullahoma Parks and Recreation Department stopped by our studios earlier this week to tell us about several big events they have planned this month. Pleased to have joining us on the set now Lyle Russell, who is the program manager for the Tullahoma Parks and Recreation Department. And Lyle's really, his job is, I think, he's a professional partier, and that's kind of what they do. That's kind of what Lyle does over there. You know, he organizes all these parties and fun events. And it being the holiday season, I assume you've got things happening.
Oh yeah, if you're looking for things to do in Tullahoma over the next 2 weeks, there's no shortage. So, yeah. We have a few of those too. You know, we've tried to work around the Christmas parade and obviously Dustin Lynch's concert. So we put together a few programs coming up in the next couple of weeks that if you've got guests in from out of town and things that you want to come out and do, there's no shortage. So I'll tell you about a couple of them.
All right.
The first one that we have, this is our 3rd year of doing the Lunch and Learn program. And so this year is going to kicked off with Dr. Bradley last month doing the Battle of Franklin. And we have the one coming up for December. It's going to be on December 12th. Starts at 11:45. We have another Motlow professor. His name's Billy Hicks. I don't know if you know him.
I do.
He is an amazing astronomer, even though that wasn't necessarily what he taught at Motlow. But he's got some of the coolest equipment and some of the coolest stories. So we got him to come out, and he's going to do a program for us on the night sky. All the things that you can see this time of year, you know, all the fun astronomy things. One of the neat things about it too is it's coming up on the 50th anniversary of the moon landing, and he's got a connection to Tullahoma that he's going to talk about that with the moon landing. So if you don't know that story, come on out and see it. It's a really neat thing that I didn't know until I talked to him on the phone. So
you know, when and that is appropriately titled Lunch and Learn, and you throughout this year have had some really nice stuff on that. And
I appreciate it. Yeah,
you really have.
We try to get you know, the best speakers we can find on subjects that are just of general interest to everybody.
Right.
I love to do educational programs, and that's the whole point of it.
And that event is on December 12th.
That's December 12th. It's a Wednesday. It starts at 11:45. It's $875 to attend.
Okay.
And he's got some really neat stuff to show us. But we're going to follow that up with another event that's free to attend. So 2 days later, on Friday, we're going to take everybody who wants to go out to Johnson Lane Soccer Fields, which is down on the south end of town. Very little light intrusion, and we're going to do a star party with Professor Hicks. He's going to come out with all of his equipment and telescopes, and we're going to shut all the lights off, and hopefully the weather will cooperate and we have good clear skies that night. That event will be dependent on weather, so if it's cloudy, we're not going to be able to see much. But that's the time of the year for the Geminid Meteor Shower. Now our official program for that night is going to be from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, so dress warm. This is going to be chilly. But he said, when I talked to him about it, he said you're probably going to see the most meteors around midnight to 1 in the morning. So folks are welcome to stay as long as they want to, but the official program will be from 7 to 10 that Friday night before we're going to do the reindeer run. We used to do this before the Christmas parade, but you know, we found that with all the other hubbub going on at the same time, it was difficult to organize a run that ran the parade route right before the parade starts. So we've decided this year we're going to turn it into an official 5K. It's free to come out. You can we do want you to register. because the first 48 to register, you know the power of a T-shirt. You ever been to a sporting event and they give out T-shirts?
People get excited
They
about
lose
T-shirts.
their minds over
Yes,
T-shirts.
absolutely.
Well, every race and every run does T-shirts. Well, we've decided this time, instead of T-shirts, we're going to be giving out ugly Christmas socks.
Oh, okay.
So the first 48 to register, it's real easy to do. We'll get a pair of ugly Christmas socks courtesy of Parks and Rec.
Right.
The registration's really easy. If you go to the Parks and Recreation Facebook page, there's a link right at the top right there that says 5K Run,
Right.
And you'll be able to register there. If you have any trouble with that, if you do want to register, just give us a call at 455-1121.
Okay.
And we'll help you walk through the process.
Right. Okay.
Now, one last event I'll tell you
right.
about before we go. So right after the run, same day, Saturday the 15th, starting around 11 o'clock when the run is over, we're going to have our other annual event, the Great Candy Cane Hunt. So it's very similar to an Easter egg hunt, but you're hunting candy canes instead. Some of the candy canes will be specially marked, and Santa and Buddy the Elf will be there. And they're going to give out toys to the kids who find the specially marked candy canes. The fire department's been gracious enough to deliver Santa for us on the fire truck.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And that's going to be right there at Fraser McEwen Park.
Right.
Yep, that Saturday morning, the 15th, and we're going to start around 11 o'clock, as soon as the run is over.
Stay with us. More News Leader on 6 is coming up after these messages.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this 2018 new Ford Mustang as low as $23,500. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. A reception honoring the recently retired Tullahoma Director of City Schools was held Sunday afternoon at Tullahoma High School. News Leader's Bob Payne brings us this video.
The mayor couldn't be with us today, but from the mayor and the Board of Aldermen, we want to congratulate you on your next venture that you'll be taking, next career move. Tullahoma will miss you. I personally have known you since you came, along with the rest of you, and we've been extremely fortunate to have such a wonderful person to be able to lead us and our children and our teachers. I think the district and the state have acknowledged you. I think it was 2002 that you were awarded your Superintendent of the Year, and we want to congratulate him on that. He's done a lot while he's been here. I know we've all noticed there's been a lot of changes through the years. The auditorium, the football field, East Lincoln and West Middle School. So a lot of things have taken place, a lot of changes through the 20+ years. I know myself, I have 3 children that went through the school system, and they all talk highly of him, but especially my son Jackson. Dr. Lawson was his Sunday school teacher for several years, and they still have a relationship so close that my son even called him when he decided to get married and asked him if he would consider marrying you. So we're very, very fortunate to have someone who he and his family have taken hold in Tullahoma and given back to what they have. It's not often that you can say that, and has been a mentor and a friend to so many. So I, along with the Mayor and Board of Aldermen, I want to thank you for everything you and your family have done. We appreciate it, and we congratulate you on your next venture.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm going to continue on a little story that I told our board members and Dr. Lawson when we had a little dinner, a private dinner, about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And that is when I was really young, about 40 years ago, and had hair, there was a...
Which is terribly overrated.
True. There was a person of notoriety, we'll say, I won't go into much of the facts, but he was going to change professions, and he was going to change his place of residence. And he was interviewed by the media, and everything he talked about was just absolutely in glowing terms of his experience. And they tried to bait him a little bit by, trying to get him to say something negative or talk about some of the hard times in his previous job. But he says, I'll never will forget his comment. His comment was, class is when you're leaving town, you make it look like you're leading a parade. And that really dented me and stayed with me. And we weren't long together before something happened where one of us could have easily said something that didn't need to be said, that may have caused the rift to be wider instead of mending the rift. And we periodically call and say, remember that class is when you're leaving, you act like you're leading a parade. And he's certainly done that. But I called him about, a month ago, and something happened was coming up, and I said, quoted that quote again. And about 3 days later, I turned to the Tullahoma News when I got up in the morning, the front page, he's going to lead a parade. I thought, man, isn't that neat? And then, but at the same time, to me, for over 2 decades, he's led a parade. And he's led a parade in which he's fulfilled our greatest corporate responsibility, the education of the children of Tullahoma. Help me thank Dan Lawson.
Somebody set a timer. This is going to be a record for me. This will be short.
I've said it.
Because I can't imagine going through much of this without blubbering like a little kid, so I won't. Board of Education, about 23 years ago, went way out on a limb. In fact, they left the limb and they went to a twig. And they hung on to that twig and they said, we don't know if this guy can do it or not, but we think if we coach him up a little bit, if we push him a little bit, and at times if we hold him back just a little bit, maybe we can make a superintendent out of this redneck kid. I don't know if they were successful in making a superintendent out of that redneck kid, but they were certainly successful in making a kid who was hungry to serve successful in a great community that is positive and powerful in what you provide our kids and our next generation based on what's in your heart and based on what your actions prescribe and put to work. My success here is not mine. I just get to be at the front of the parade, which by the way starts at 7 o'clock on Friday night. And as I'm at the front of that parade, I will do nothing but relish wonderful memories of tremendous people who have dramatically changed my life for the better. Thank you very much.
More News Leader is coming up in a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Welcome back. This past Saturday night, Grace Baptist Church in Tullahoma was once again the site of the Tullahoma Civic Choir Christmas Cantata. We bring you one song featuring soloist Michael Haig.
If we all sing one song of love, one song of peace, one song to make all our troubles cease, one hymn, one theme, one hope, one dream. Imagine what tomorrow would bring if we all sing one song.
And the entire concert will be playing through New Year's Eve on Charter Channel 193. We'll be right back with more news later.
It's football time in Tennessee, and nobody tackles the competition like the Russell Barnett Automotive family. With 6 locations to serve you, certified collision center, over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from at russellbarnett.com. Hometown auto rental, limited lifetime powertrain warranty on certain units, certified pre-owned units. Too many reasons to mention why. Keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party, but things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her, and now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
Welcome back. The Coffee County Pop Stars is a group of elementary school age students from all over Coffee County who assemble under the direction of Richard Gable to learn and perform. After spending Monday and Tuesday singing for local nursing homes, they performed a show Tuesday night for the parents and family at New Union Elementary School. In this video, we bring you their performance of Gloria and Christmas Jubilation. Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
Have you heard the news? Russell Barnett Automotive Family has launched its new website, russellbarnett.com. Very user-friendly. Over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Online credit applications. Hometown auto rental. Customer testimonials. Trade appraisals. Certified collision center. Service department scheduling. Too many reasons to mention why I keep asking the question, why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1956 at 73 degrees. The record low was in 1937 at 10 degrees. The average high on this day is 53 and the average low is 32. Mostly cloudy weather expected tonight with a low of around 34. Mostly cloudy weather in the forecast again for Friday with a high of 43 and a low of 33. Rain and maybe some snow mixed in there expected on Saturday with a high of 40 and a low of 35. And that's our news leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.